They started as sisters. They built a brand together. They promised forever, but jealousy shattered them. Amara, Lisa, and Tina went from friends to rivals, from laughter to betrayal. And now, the war between them was about to reach its breaking point. The story picks up months after the friendship ended. Amara focused on her solo brand, Amara Locks. She poured her heart into every design, hoping her work would speak louder than the rumors Tina spread. Lisa worked quietly with other fashion startups, her bitterness making her sharper and colder than before. And Tina was the loudest. She played the victim on social media, posting emotional videos, crying about how her friends betrayed her. People believed her. Her page grew faster than ever. To the world, she was the strong girl who rose despite betrayal. But behind closed doors, things weren't as perfect as they seemed. Tina's success came with cracks. Orders started piling up faster than she could deliver. Customers began complaining about late deliveries, poor fabric quality, and broken promises. She ignored it at first, focusing only on her rising numbers. But soon, the complaints grew louder. Is this the real Tina brand? The clothes are not the same as the pictures. This fabric tore after one wash. I want a refund. She's ignoring my messages. Negative comments started flooding her page, and in the fashion world, trust is everything. Tina tried to cover it up, deleting bad reviews and blocking angry customers. But screenshots started spreading. Gossip blogs picked it up again. Is Tina's brand a scam? Her smile, her charm, her story of betrayal, it wasn't enough anymore. Meanwhile, Amara was struggling too. Her designs were good, maybe even better than before, but without Tina's charisma and Lisa's sharp strategies, sales slowed down. Investors who had once shown interest pulled back, afraid to being caught in the messy drama of the three girls. Amara pretended to be strong, but inside she was breaking. Every stitch she sewed carried memories of her friends. Every customer she lost reminded her of the betrayal. Sometimes late at night, she would scroll through old photos, the three of them laughing, eating noodles, wearing their first designs. Tears would roll down her cheeks, but pride kept her from reaching out. She whispered to herself, "Never again. I'll never let them hurt me again." Lisa, on the other hand, had become colder, sharper, almost unrecognizable. She consulted for other fashion brands, teaching them how to avoid mistakes she and her friends had made. She earned quietly, no fame, no spotlight, but she carried a deep wound. She couldn't forgive Amara for the screenshots Tina had shown her, even though deep down they might have been fake. Pride wouldn't let her admit it. And she couldn't forgive Tina either for tearing them apart in the first place. So Lisa chose silence. She stayed in the background, watching as both Amara and Tina slowly began to crumble. The final blow came with a fashion conference, one of the biggest in the country. All three of them were invited. The organizers wanted the three young women who inspired millions to speak about their journey. They hadn't seen each other in months. When Amara walked into the hall, her heart pounded. Lisa was already there, looking elegant but distant. And then came Tina, dressed in her brand's outfit, smiling confidently as if nothing had happened. The tension was heavy. People whispered, some pointed. The story of their betrayal had become public gossip, and now the world wanted to see how they would face each other. The event went smoothly at first. Speakers came and went. Then it was their turn. The three of them sat on stage, microphones in hand. The moderator asked, "You started as friends. You built something incredible together. But the world has also seen your fallout. What happened?" The room went silent. Everyone leaned forward. Amara's hand trembled, but she steadied herself. She spoke first. "We started with love. We had a dream and we made it real. But jealousy destroyed us. Fame destroyed us. And now, there's nothing left." The audience murmured. Tina forced a smile. "With all due respect, that's one side of the story. I gave everything to that brand and I was betrayed. I was cut out. I was abandoned." Her voice cracked slightly, but she held her chin high. Lisa finally spoke, her tone calm but sharp. "You both betrayed me. You used me. You lied to me. And then you made me look like the fool. I was loyal, and you both broke me." The hall was buzzing now. The three of them, once inseparable, were now airing their wounds in front of everyone. But then, something unexpected happened. One of the organizers, a respected designer, stood up. "Enough," she said firmly. "We invited you here to inspire the next generation, not to throw blame. But since you've opened the door, let me share what we've all seen." The hall went quiet again. She turned to Tina. "You built your fame on lies. You sold low-quality products while pretending to be the victim. Customers complained, influencers exposed you, yet you still act like the world owes you sympathy." Tina's face flushed red. She opened her mouth, but no words came out. Then the woman turned to Amara. "You are talented, no doubt, but you let pride destroy your teamwork. You shut others out. You refuse to share the spotlight. That pride will kill your brand if you don't change." Amara's eyes filled with tears. She looked down, ashamed. Finally, the woman faced Lisa. "And you chose silence. You let anger eat you from the inside. You could have been the bridge, but instead you became a shadow. You're smart, but you let bitterness waste your gifts." The hall was silent. Everyone's eyes were on the three of them. The truth had been spoken. After the event, none of them spoke to each other. Not a word. They went their separate ways, each carrying their shame like a heavy load. Tina's brand collapsed within months. Lawsuits from angry customers buried her reputation. The sympathy that once lifted her now turned into mockery. Amara kept designing, but her brand never fully recovered. Investors were scared. Customers remembered the drama. She had talent, but her name was stained with betrayal. Lisa continued consulting, successful in her own way, but living in the shadows. She had money, but no fame, wisdom, but no friends. The Power Three were gone forever. And that is how jealousy destroyed three girls who once had the world in their hands. Not by outsiders, not by enemies, but by themselves. Amara, Lisa, and Tina had everything: love, talent, and opportunity. But they let envy turn them against each other. And in the end, nobody truly won. So the question is this: if success came to you and your closest friends, would you fight for each other or would you fight against each other? Do subscribe to stay updated with our latest stories.